Hello and welcome to Learn Yourself. Today we are going to solve question from a chapter number 1, that is chemical equation and reactions. So let us take one by one each and every question, and here I am going to give you an answer and I am going to explain you that what all points needs to come in the answer. So in this, we are going to answer in a point-wise manner, so you have to remember those points only. You will get many a site which will show you which answer is correct and which is not. But here I am going to explain you that which answer will come and why it will come. What answer you should write and how much you should write, what all points needs to be mentioned into that. So, first question. Why should a magnesium ribbon clean before burning? Now, magnesium is a metal, we all know, and it is a very active metal. So, whenever magnesium ribbon, that means a strip of magnesium, is lying open in the atmosphere and then it forms an oxide. The atmospheric oxygen will form an oxide on the surface of magnesium ribbon. So you have to write that atmospheric oxygen will form oxide on magnesium ribbon. So that oxide will affect our burning process. So that's why we have to clean it. As we will clean it, that oxide will go off and our ribbon will burn it nicely. So that's why atmospheric oxygen will form oxide on magnesium ribbon. So that oxide we need to clean before burning a magnesium ribbon. So 2-point answer, and that will be enough for that. Now second question. Write balanced equation. In my previous videos I have explained you that how to form a molecular formula and how to write a molecular equation from the word equation. All those videos you need to learn prior to this question. So all those videos link I have given in the description. So let us see first one. Hydrogen plus chlorine will give us hydrogen chloride. So first step is we need to write molecular equation, and then second step we have to balance it. So first, hydrogen and chlorine. We know that these two are gases. It cannot exist alone. It has to be H2 and Cl2. Now what is hydrogen chloride? It is HCl. Now this is our molecular equation. Now we need to balance it 2, 2. This both are 2 at reactant side. So it has to be 2 at product side. So 2 HCl. So this is our balanced molecular equation. Second one, barium chloride. Barium, what is the formula? BaCl. Molecular formula for barium chloride is Ba's valency is 2. Cl's is 1. So by crisscross method it has to be BaCl2. Then aluminium sulfate. Aluminium is Al. Sulfate is SO4. Now aluminium's valency is 3. Sulfate's valency is 2. Its combining capacity is 2. So by crisscross method we will get Al2 SO4 thrice. So our molecular formula is Al2 SO4 thrice. Now towards product side, barium sulfate. Now they are exchanging their reactants. Which reaction is this? Double displacement reaction. This will go with this and this will go with this. This is double displacement. So barium sulfate. So BaSO4. Now both combining capacity is 2, 2. So we are not mentioning it. Whenever it is same, we are not mentioning it. So BaSO4. Then aluminium chloride. Aluminium chloride, its combining capacity is 3. It's 1. So it has to be Al1. Cl3. So what is our molecular formula? It is AlCl3. Now the second step, we have to balance it. Cl is 2, whereas here Cl is 3. Ba is 1, Ba is 1. So no need to worry about that. Now Al is 2 here, here Al is only 1. SO4 is 3, here SO4 is only 1. So let us first balance Cl with here 3. So if I am adding here 3, our Ba is also 3. So here I am adding 3. Now my Cl is 6. 3 into 2, 6. So I am adding here 2. So Al is 2. Al is already 2. Al is already 2. Now let us check all the reactant and product. 3Ba, 3Ba. Cl is 6. Yes, our Cl are 6. Al2, 2Al. SO4, 3. 3SO4. This will applicable to SO4 also. So this reaction is balanced. Now next one. Sodium plus water. What is our sodium? It is Na. You have to remember the symbol and you need to remember and you need to prepare the combining capacity of all the important elements plus water. So it will going to give you sodium hydroxide. What is the formula? NaOH. OH is a hydroxide. So sodium hydroxide. Then hydrogen. Hydrogen cannot be alone, so it has to be H2. Now let us check. Na is 1, Na is 1. 2H. Here H is 3. 1O, 1O. So we need to balance the hydrogen. If I am adding here 2 and here 2, then 2Na, 2Na. Now my hydrogen is 4, completely 4 hydrogen. So I am adding here 2. So 4 hydrogen and 2 oxygen. So 2 oxygen. Now my equation is balanced. Moving towards our third equation. That we have to write balanced chemical equation along with their physical states. What is the meaning of physical states? That we have to write whether it is a solid, liquid or gaseous atoms. Now first one, solution of barium chloride. This itself suggests that this is in the liquid form. Wherever it is a solution, it is a liquid. Whenever they are saying it is soluble, then it is also liquid. Insoluble or precipitate out, then it is solid. Solution of barium chloride. What is barium chloride? BaCl2 and it is solution. So I am going to mention here L. And sodium sulfate. So plus sodium, it is NaSO4. Now SO4's combining capacity is 2. Na's combining capacity is 1. So it has to be Na2SO4. Will in water. Sodium sulfate in water. That means this is also liquid. Solution of barium chloride and sodium sulfate in water. That means we are mixing this and this in the water. So these two are liquid. That means they are already soluble in the water. Will give us, that this means will give us insoluble barium sulfate. Insoluble, that means it has been precipitated out. This is a precipitation reaction. So it has to be solid. Barium sulfate, BaSO4. Now both's combining capacity is 2. So we are not mentioning it. And since it is insoluble, we are writing here S. Plus, what we are getting? Solution of sodium chloride. This means sodium chloride is soluble in the liquid. So sodium chloride is NaCl and this will be in the liquid. So this is how we are going to represent it. Now second step is we have to balance it. Let us see our equation is balanced or not. 2Cl is there, here 1Cl, 2 2 Na is there, here 1 Na. This both are 2. So here I am just going to write 2. So this my equation is balanced. Whenever you are writing any equation, just check whether that equation is balanced or not. If you are not balancing it, then your answer is wrong. Then second, sodium hydroxide solution in the water. That means this is in the liquid form. So NaOH is in the liquid form because it is a solution. Wherever they are saying that this is in the solution or in the water, it has to be liquid. Reacts with hydrochloric acid plus HCl. We know that HCl, acid is always a liquid, and that too in water, definitely liquid. Then NaOH and HCl both will react and give us sodium chloride solution and water solution. It suggests that it is in the liquid. So NaCl, L plus water, L. So these are the states. Then let us check this is balanced or not. Na1, Na1, O1, O1, hydrogen. How many hydrogens we do have here? 1, 2. So here 2. And then Cl1, Cl1. So this equation is balanced. So in this kind of question, you need to remember that whenever they are mentioning that in the solution, in liquid, in water, soluble solution, whenever they are mentioning all this, the state of that molecule is or that compound is liquid. If they are saying that it is precipitate out, insoluble, white crystal or any color and then crystal, then this has to be solid. Then if they are saying that evolution of or evolved or a gaseous compound, all this has to be a gas. So if any of this word you will see along with the compound, then it has to be liquid. If any of this word you will see along with the name, then it has to be solid. And if this, then it has to be gas. Going to our next question. That substance X is used for whitewashing. And second is, we have to, in this question, we have to write what is substance X, which is used for whitewashing. And then in second question, we have to write that substance reaction with the water. So let us first understand that what we are using for whitewashing and which product it will generate after reaction with water. So calcium oxide is, it's generally known as a quicklime. Its generic name is quicklime and chemical name is calcium oxide. So when this calcium oxide, we are mixing it with water. Whenever we are whitewashing our walls, at that time we are taking this as a solid substance. We are mixing it into a water. So this is liquid, and whatever product we are getting, whatever white solution we are getting is known as slaked lime. Its formula is CaOH twice, calcium hydroxide. Chemical name is calcium hydroxide. It is known as calcium hydroxide and its generic name is slaked lime. S-L-A-K-E-D, slaked lime. And then this is an exothermic reaction. It is generating tremendous amount of heat. So whenever you are dissolving calcium oxide into a water, if you can feel the vessel from the outside, it will be warm or it will be hot. It is depending upon the quantity you are dissolving into the water. So this is exothermic reaction. Lot of heat is generated at the end whenever you are dissolving this calcium oxide into a water. Then we are getting calcium hydroxide. It is known as slag. Now this calcium hydroxide, when we are using for the whitewashing, then it is reacting with atmospheric carbon dioxide, and when it is reacting with carbon dioxide, we are getting calcium carbonate. This we are getting after 2-3 days. So what will happen that whenever we are whitewashing our walls, after 2-3 days our wall will shine bright. So this is because of earlier it was calcium hydroxide. After 2-3 days, after reacting with carbon dioxide, it has been converted into calcium carbonate. This is not shining bright, but this calcium carbonate will shine bright. So whenever you are at the day you are whitewashing, your walls are not shining, but after 2-3 days your walls will be shiny white. So that is because of this substance will formed after 2-3 days, and along with that the water will be generated that will be evaporate in the atmosphere. So this is a complete reaction of quicklime to calcium carbonate. Now going to our questions. Substance X is used for whitewashing. So which substance we are using for whitewashing is calcium oxide. Calcium oxide we are using for whitewashing, and reaction of X with water. So this reaction you have to mention that calcium oxide will react with water and it will give us calcium hydroxide, that is slag lime. So the answer for this question is this and this reaction. Going to our next question. This question is based on the activity 1.7. So let us quickly understand the activity. In this activity, it is electrolysis of water. This is an arrangement of our cell, that there are two test tubes we have filled with a water and we have inverted it on the electrode. We have connected it with two electrodes. We have two carbon electrodes. One is cathode and one is anode. Now here inverted test tube has been placed on the electrode and this two connection is going to battery. This is our battery. So whenever we are switching it on, the current will pass and the gas will generated into the test tube. So as and when the bubbles are coming out, it will displace the water. As an electrolysis medium we have taken water, and that too we have added few drops of sulfuric acid. So it will pass a maximum current. So here at both the electrodes the bubbles will be generated and it will displace the water. That means the water will go down. As the air is coming out, as the gas is coming out, the water will go down. Here you can see in one of the test tube the displaced place is this much, and in another test tube the displaced place is this much. So this volume is double compared to this. Now when the test tube is completely filled, we are taking it out and we will check that which gas is this. So when any one test tube you will take it near to the candle, a lighted candle, then if the candle will burn with a bigger flame, then it is a oxygen, and if not, then it is a hydrogen. You will notice that a test tube which has been almost filled, a double the amount is hydrogen, and test tube which is half filled. When this test tube is fully filled, this test tube will reach till only here. The gas generated is only half in this. Then this will be oxygen. Now why this has happened? That is our question. That one test tube has double the amount of gas and another has the half amount of gas. This happens because of the H2O. when water molecule is decomposed, you will get 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. So if one molecule of oxygen, one molecule of water is decomposing, that means when we are breaking it in electrolysis of water, it is we are decomposing of water molecule, and then we will get 2 hydrogen. From one molecule we will get 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. So if this is a test tube, then if one molecule of water will break, then here we will get 2 atoms of hydrogen, where here we will get 1 atom of oxygen. Again one more H2O will break and we will get 2 atom of hydrogen and 1 atom of oxygen. That means we will get double the amount of hydrogen compared to oxygen. Here you will see that the ratio of the atoms in the water molecule is 2:1, that 2 hydrogen is to oxygen. So when you get 1 oxygen, you will get 2 hydrogen. So that means when this test tube is completely filled, this will be only half. This is the reason that you will get one test tube filled and other one will be half, or you can say one test tube has double the amount of gas compared to another one. So this is how you are going to write that ratio of H2O molecule is 2:1. That means hydrogen is to oxygen. So when the test tube is filled with hydrogen, the other one is only half filled. Or you can write like when one molecule of water is decomposed, we will get 2 atoms of hydrogen and 1 atom of oxygen. That's why when the hydrogen test tube is completely filled, the oxygen be only half filled. You can write in your own sentence, but you need to mention the ratio, atomic ratio in the molecule.